This is Samurai Shodown. We're on Xbox Series X. The game is now optimized. That means we're getting a native 4K resolution at 120 FPS. No HDR on this one, because it does have a unique aesthetic and design to it, I would suppose. And with that, the game is quite gorgeous. Obviously, YouTube cannot support 120 FPS at the moment, and I can't record at 120, so you're just seeing me play at 120, but it's capturing at 60, just in case you are wondering. There's nothing I can do in that regard. But yeah, this is a very stylized fighting series. I guess it's been quite a number of years since the last release in the franchise, and now it's back, and this takes place between the events of 5 and... oh yeah, it takes place between the events of 5. I thought there was an "and" on there. And it's been kind of noted as a bit of a reboot of the franchise. It's got a varied cast of distinct characters. There is a mix of weapon and movement-based combat. There does appear to be some unique moves and combos that you can create. Again, it's a very different sort of fighting game. And again, this is more gameplay-oriented, just in regards to showcasing it off, presenting a few different fights so you can see it in action, and giving you an idea of how it's looking. It's gorgeous. It really is. It's quite a beautiful fighting title. It's very smooth. It seemed very fluid. You know, it's got a really neat selection of characters. I guess they're seasonal characters as well. And it appears to have a varied roster of options that are present. I was like, oh, okay, these are some very different fighters. And I love how they all have a very distinct look and style to them. Like, they're not really alike to any degree. They have different weapon types, different movement types, different clashes, and different specials. It's really quite interesting. So there's also a variety of modes to play. You know, you got everything from your battling the CPU to doing a story to multiplayer action. You know, your typical fighter modes. It's really, you know, it's kind of standard in that regard, but it still came together for what I actually thought was like a pretty interesting package for the game. I mostly just wanted to kind of show it off and talk about it. And if you did notice previously, I had shown off the loading there, because some people like to see, you know, how the games load. It's always interesting to be doing so and showing the game in that regard. Yeah, it's just a very interesting fighting title, and I'm mostly just presenting, you know, a few different options that you can see here. And you can also, interestingly enough, adjust like gore and dismemberment elements. I thought that was kind of neat, the fact that the game actually, you know, includes that sort of thing. I thought that was really unique. So it's aiming to carry on the legacy of the series while doing some new stuff with it, evolving the presentation, and I guess having some AI learning for tactics, because they've got like a ghost system in there, and you can share that for others to fight against. So that's kind of unique to a degree, I guess you could say. Anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. I don't necessarily have a whole lot to kind of mention and provide detail-wise for the game. The idea was where I would just kind of give you some of the initial context of it, and then just kind of let you see some of the fighter matches going on. I've got a number of them here. I tried to get everyone I had option-wise to kind of face off, if that makes sense, so that you could see the variety of the fighters that are present in the series. That was kind of, you know, I thought might maybe like an important element of it. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, I have played actually some older type stuff in this franchise, for context. This new entry is completely new to me. It's coming back to me. Yeah, I did the Neo Geo package, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, so I've played the older ones. But yeah, this one is like way different than those entirely gameplay wise, so it's like coming in entirely fresh, I suppose you could say. But yeah, definitely fascinating, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the action and the combat of the fighters. Again, it looks really cool, and you know, you get some chains going. It's pretty intense.
あ来た。はっそやだね。やっはっ捕まえた。もう
勝者指揮。最終戦勝負。
やっ逃がさない。そやはっはっ捕まえそややっそやはっそやはっやっはっそや
勝負あり。勝者指揮。徳川義虎 VS 柳生十兵衛。いざ尋常に一本目勝負。なでしこボタンおらほうか朝のはっなでしこ面白い。いやこっちが上だぜ上だぜ。なでしこてなでしこ勝者柳生十兵衛。2本目勝負。こっちが上だぜしれみてやなしらしれみ上だぜてなでしこなでしこ上だぜこっちがなでしこ上だぜやっしれみ行くぞ入ったぜ。勝者柳生十兵衛。出直せ。我が神に捧ぐ。なるほど VS タムタム。いざ尋常に一本目勝負。ラストプレイ。ラッキャーハグラッキャーラストプレイ。バグナバグナ勝者タムタム。2本目勝負。シェアシェアバグナバグナヘイGet angry!勝者ガルフォード。はは最終戦勝負。バグナバグナバグナOverhead crush! グナバグナバグナディア勝者
張り合おうってのか。上等だ。
ダーリー・ダガー VS アースクエイク。いざ尋常に1本目勝負。勝者ダーリー・ダガー。
そのまま寝てな。
2本目勝負。
ほら。よいしょ。上だ。なめんだね。
勝者ダーリー・ダガー。
よっしゃ。飲むか。
悪い喧嘩にしようぜ。
徳川義虎 VS 鞍馬ヤシャマル。いざ尋常に1本目勝負。
なれそやっはっおろしらてっせっけんなれそなれそおっとなれそなれそせなれそおもせ
勝者徳川義虎。
俺はまだ満足してないぜ。
2本目勝負。
上だぜ上だぜてっさせねえよ。なでしこなでしこてっ朝の
勝者鞍馬ヤシャマル。
まだだ立て。
最終戦勝負。
しらなでしこ上だぜ。しらおらなでしここっちだ。上だぜ。
勝者鞍馬ヤシャマル。
無情の風は時を選ばず。